Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags, and today I am reviewing the Marilyn by Big Center. Big Center, this is a collaboration between two bag companies, Big D Bags and Center Cornhole, hence the name Big Center. I don't know the connection between the companies, but they've collaborated on a couple different bags or a few different bags. The Marilyn is one of them. This is a bag you probably don't know much about, more than likely, unless you played in the TCL. If you're outside the TCL area, you probably don't know a lot of this bag. But I'm going to tell you right now, you want to know about it. People ask me all the time, what bags do I throw? What are the bags I take with me? What are the bags in my backpack? I've started doing some YouTube shorts every week, just listing, hey, what am I taking to league night? And you'll see as you go through those, and as I keep updating weekly to week, the rotation changes. I take different bags. I play different bags from time to time, but there are a handful of bags that seem to show up pretty regularly. The Maryland is one of them. You know, if I had to pick 6 bags to just throw all the time, the Maryland would be one of them. It's a phenomenal bag, and I'm going to get into here and I'll explain to you why, but you definitely want to pay attention to this bag. We'll start with the materials in this bag, and let's start with the fast side. This is the material that everybody knows. This is that Pro Sniper Deadhead Viper fast side. It's a 9-speed, crazy fast, slides up any board conditions, great for pushing, collecting, wonderful fast side material. The slow side of this is a carpet bag, but this is not like a traditional carpet bag. This truly is a hybrid carpet. People throw around that hybrid classification on carpets all the time, but they're not always hybrids. You know, they just sometimes if a carpet material plays a little fast, they call it a hybrid. But this truly is a hybrid. It's a blend of materials. You probably can't see here, but it's actually one of the materials. There's a salmon color and kind of a white cream color. The white color is actually raised up. It sets up higher than that salmon color. And I watched a video on this. The owner of Big D Bags, I think his name's John, and I'm not even trying to pronounce his last name, but if I can find that video, I'll put a link description so you can go check it out. He talked about this and explained that basically that when this bag lands, that bag, it flattens out, right? And both materials basically come in contact with the board and it slows it down. But then once it stops, it kind of sets back up, and then only this white cream color fabric is touching the board, which is a faster material, which means the bag is easier to push through, easier to collect. It's not as sticky once it's on the board. It also means when that bag gets up to the hole, then it kind of just drips right in. You'll see the videos. A lot of these bags are just dripping in the hole. And so this bag almost has 2 different speeds to it, multiple different speeds. I think Big D classifies it as a 6+. I think 6 is a great speed range to call this bag, because I feel like it kind of plays around that 60. It's a faster carpet material. It plays much faster new. As it breaks in, I think the 6 normal conditions it plays at. Now, the one thing that I really love about this material is it plays pretty much a 6-speed through every condition. Even in the most humid conditions, it still moves. I love this bag for humidity. It is a phenomenal bag to play because this carpet will still move and slide. It doesn't really slow down in humid conditions. So anyway, looking at about a 6-9 speed on this. Template-wise, this is I'm going to call this a larger template bag. It's kind of that medium to large size, but it's a pretty thin bag, especially for a carpet bag. It's a pretty thin bag. It really flattens out, widens out. It plays like a large template bag. You've got a ton of flop here in this bag, right? It's a very floppy bag, which is not what you think of when you think of carpet bags, but I love the flop of this bag. I love the template size of this bag. It just makes it wonderful for around the hole, super forgiving. It just wants to go in the hole. If you can get it near the hole, it's going to go in. The fill in here is it seems like mostly a small flat fill in here, which is, if I were to change one thing out of the bag, I would probably want to add some beads in here. I say that I've never tested it with it, and honestly, I don't have a problem with the way the bag plays, so I'm speculating that maybe it would be better, but I don't know. I mean, the bag plays great, but if I were to change one thing, I think I would add more of a mixed fill. But all in all, the bag has a wonderful hand feel. I love the way bag plays. One other thing I'm going to mention is the template. This bag has, they call it an hourglass shape to it, which means the bag, you can see here how the bags on the corners, they're not straight. The lines aren't straight. They call it an hourglass. The Big D had 3 reasons on their website, and I don't know. Honestly, I would love to test this bag with straight edges and with the hourglass to see if there is a difference. But the 3 benefits that they gave was, one was the feel in the hand, right? When you grab it, the bag has that curve to it, so it kind of curves around your hand, which the bag feels great in the hand. I don't know if it would feel any better than if it would feel worse if it had a straight line. I don't know, but it feels great in the hand. The other thing that they say is the collectability of the bag. It makes the bag more collectible, which in theory, if you've got kind of the curved shapes, they almost want to hook. They'll hook and grab and pull the bag in. So when you're throwing it, you know, these corners kind of hook in, mesh in together, and or pull it. The bags are super collectible. These bags are phenomenal at collecting each other. They do a great job pulling themselves, pulling the other bags in. Do great. And again, I don't know if a straight lines, if that would change. I don't know, but they are great at collecting. And then the third thing they say is having kind of that protruding corner there. The bag does a better job at grabbing the hole when it goes by. It grabs the hole and pulls itself in, which you'll see here. It does a great job of that. So the 3 reasons they give for that hourglass shape all apply to this bag. Like, I have no arguments. It does all 3 of those things really well. So I don't know if the hourglass shape helps that, or if it doesn't. Like, again, I haven't tested the bag without it, but I can't argue with what they say it does. So I'm going to say the hourglass shape has an impact on it. It's not just a gimmick. It actually makes a difference because the bag does everything that it says exceptionally well, which leads me to playability in this bag. And really, for me, this is a bag designed to run bags in the hole. I'm going hole for hole with this bag. You can slow this down, put a blocker if you need to every now and then. And if you do put a blocker again, you can get really aggressive and put a blocker really over on your opponent's side because, again, the collectability of this bag, you can come down, just clip it. It's going to pull it. It's going to take it in. You get it near the hole, it'll go in the hole. If the bag is hanging on the hole, if you get it up there and leave it hanging, I didn't have to get aggressive and go after the bag. So if there was a bag hanging, I just put my next bag in, and within a bag or two, it would clip it, and the bag would almost walk itself back in. In fact, I had one where the bag was on the back edge of the hole, a bag that I normally wouldn't even go after. I wouldn't even think about trying to collect it. And my next bag I threw, went in, and then the bag just walked itself and dripped right back in. It really surprised me. It impressed me at how well this bag goes in the hole, how easy this bag is to put in the hole, which is why I love the bag. It's just a phenomenal bag when you just want to put bags in the hole and just outscore your opponent. It's also a great bag I found for like I said, it's great for collecting. So if you've got a messy board, if you're playing a dirty style game and you've got bags up there and around, the last bag, you can come through. You can go fast side if you need to, but you can go slow side and come through, and you can kind of clip out your bags and take your bags in and leave your opponent's bags there. It does a great job at that. So all in all, the bag is just designed to go in the hole. It does a phenomenal job. One thing I didn't mention, I talk about all the time about landing zone, right? That rectangular shaped box that you want to land your bag in to put it in the hole. This has one of the largest landing zones of bags that I've thrown. It's just, it's so forgiving. If you can just get this bag near the hole, the corner will grab it, spin around, and pull it right back in. I don't know how many times I would throw a bag and thought there's no chance, and then it would grab the hole and go, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I couldn't believe it went in. So, and with cornhole being a confident sport, the more bags you put in the hole, the more confident your next one's going to go in. And this bag just is very forgiving. It makes up for your mistakes, and you're going to put more bags in. This is a bag that's going to increase your PPR just by changing bags. Some people say the bags don't matter, it's the throw. But in this case, the bag does make a difference. It's one of those bags that really does change your game, improve your game. So I absolutely love it. And again, humid conditions. If you play in a humid area where humidity really gets in, and as the humidity kicks up and the moisture kicks in, a lot of bags slow down. You have a hard time finding bags that'll move. This material continues to move. It just doesn't slow down. Love it for that. It's a bag for all conditions. So if you play those environments, you definitely want to check it out. So anyway, leads me into availability on this Marilyn, and there's a website, bigdbags.com, as well as you can go to the TCL website, because this one is TCL stamped. I didn't mention it. This bag is TCL stamped, which all TCL bags come from TCL website. I'll put a link in the description of that. But you can also buy ACO stamped version of this bag from the bigdbags.com, the Big D's website as well. On the TCL site, I think they're like $95, and they're pretty much sold out all the time. You've got to wait till they do releases or drops to jump in on them. But on the Big D website, they had some in stock at the recording of this. They were like $80, so it's cheaper to go through them if you want just the ACO stamp. And I think it was free shipping as well. So $80 for this bag is phenomenal. I mean, if this bag was ACL stamped, this would probably be one of the most popular, if not the most popular bag on the ACL circuit. Without it being ACL stamped, I think a lot of people overlook that. But if you play in non-ACL events, whether it's local leagues, local tournaments, anything that you don't need the ACL stamp bag, I can't recommend this Marilyn to you enough. It's a phenomenal bag. I stress, you definitely want to play it. You definitely want to try it out. You will not be disappointed. Just watch this video. You can see it. They speak for themselves. I rave about this bag because I absolutely love it. It's blowing me away at how well it plays. So anyway, check it out, bigdbags.com. Link description, or the TCL website if you're looking for the TCL bag. Both links will be in the description there for you. If you've thrown it, I'd love to hear your feedback. You like it or not? I'd love to hear what your thoughts on the bag. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for the support, and I thank you for watching.